That's what it reminds me of. It really does. And I'm trying to think of that one movie, but I can't think of that movie. It was, I don't even know how to explain it. It was a long time ago. I'd read a book, then watch a movie in class. Something to do with the greasers. And that's what it reminds me of. I'm sorry, I don't know. That doesn't matter. Just forget it.
Hello.
So we have a couple people out here. Let's go ahead and see what's going on.
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth...
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time around. This gentleman and I were just settling on a price.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease? You hire a king. We're everywhere, and no one messes with us. Your safety is practically guaranteed for just 100 caps. Freeside's a little dangerous for people traveling alone or in small groups. You go without a guard, you're rolling the dice, you know? You must be new. Your tune will change, trust me.
Price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one.
You want to travel
Let's see what happens if we hired him.
Great. As long as you're in Freeside, I'll be hanging out by side. It'll be a blast. But I'm only sticking around as long as you're in Freeside. You leave, and you'll find me gone as well. So where to?
The others this time around.
So this guy's gonna follow me around. I get it? So I got 3 people following me around now. That's unusual. What is this guy selling?
Hey.
Some stuff that I don't care about.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling. Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say? Want some? I have my little helpers out and about, always looking for fresh things to add to the stew pot. You may have seen them around somewhere yourself. Now deny your hunger no longer. You'll be back.
Maybe I should buy something from this guy.
Need some grub?
Just in case there's a quest. I don't think there is, but...
You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
Yeah, you can just buy food from him. I don't care about that. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue making our way around Freeside. We're going to go to the Followers of Apocalypse camp, which is right here. There's actually a snow globe in here, too. I'll show you guys where that is. I think I remember where it's at. And from here, we're going to talk to a lot of people, get a few quests, and maybe a guy to follow us around. A new aid, I guess. A new companion. That's what it's called on this game. A new companion to follow us around, which is kind of cool. And his quest, I'll have to. This is the guy I'm most unfamiliar with because you have to find points for him as well. And I'll have to do that later. So, anyways, let's go ahead and first go ahead and get the snow globe. It should be, I believe, if I remember correctly, you take a right once you go in the fort, and then it should be. I think it might be on top actually. Once we get up here on these, yeah, it might be all the way up here. I cannot remember. I just know it's in one of these. Here it is. Make sure you grab that. You found a limited edition Mojave Landmark Snow Globe. Yay. And then you can just leave because there's nothing else up here. So you go get a snow globe there. I think we got them, almost all of them in the game. We still need to get the one that's where the Nightkin, is that what they're called? Nightkin? Whatever they're called. The night people that can go invisible. That camp, you need to get one. I think we got the one at Hoover Dam. Have we? Maybe we haven't. And I believe there's one somewhere in the strip. But other than that, I think we got them all. We've been doing pretty good. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk to some people, whoever we can. Let's talk to this ghoul first.
Howdy. I've been around a while. Currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? What do you have in mind? Longing makes the heart grow fonder. But I've always been a fan of hog-tying my lovers to make sure they can't escape. Feed a man for free, and he'll be back asking for more. Feed a man a bullet, you won't hear from him again. Time you enjoy wasting isn't wasted time. Good, bad. The guy with the gun makes the rules. And I may have answers. What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees. What about them? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though? He's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin. I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple. Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people. I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart. Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing. What did you want to know? The only thing I know for certain is that I don't know nothing. Bye.
Alright, nice talking to you, I guess. Let's go ahead and around and talk to some other people. I believe you're just a guard, but...
When people have got nothing left,
dude, you are beautiful. I'm just saying, she's pretty cute. Roy, you got anything to say, Roy? Roy's just sleeping. Ferris, nothing? Wayne? Wayne has nothing to say. I gotta find... oh, here he is. Arcade Ganon. This is the guy that we want with us.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one. Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims. For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere. I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole. Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river. Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar. I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way. Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago. Certainly. Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended. No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you? That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair? You have quite the menagerie at your disposal. You can get the posse down to small gang size, I'll happily go with you.
Alright, so we're going to get rid of Veronica for now until her quest time comes back. Veronica?
What's up?
It's time for you to go, man. Or woman. I'm sorry.
Why does everyone always...
Oh, I'm sorry. Bye-bye.
Okay, then I guess
Bye, Veronica.
What's up? There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us.
Ooh, we can get the...
I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Alright, so he doesn't like my robot, and that just reminded me when he was talking that someone should be here to fix my robot and get him repaired and everything. So let's go ahead and talk to him about this. What is your problem with Eddie?
It just seems a little twitchy. Some of these robots, you look at them the wrong way, don't screw in a vacuum tube right. The next thing you know, you're a pile of ash on the floor and someone's stepping out of a vertibird to sweep your remains into a Nuka-Cola bottle. Does it? Does it? I'm not exactly...
So let's go ahead and see if we can talk to him about some other stuff about him. I don't think
What's
we
up?
will, but let's go ahead and see. Yeah, here, we actually have some stuff.
This shouldn't be too surprising, but I'd prefer you let the followers examine it. Hopefully the reasons are obvious. Great. Then all is right with the world.
I want to talk to you about more stuff,
What's up?
man.
It could be better. If we can find a way to work toward the independence of New Vegas, that would be ideal. But really, as long as you don't help out the Legion, anything's better than that. I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie. Oh, all right. I'm 30-ish. Well, late 30s. I was born west of here. I was an only child and spent most of my time with my mother. My father died when I was young and I never got over it. Oh, and I like medicine and reading books about failed pre-war socioeconomic policies. Right now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, why hasn't some lucky man scooped this bachelor off his feet? Like I said, I'm boring. Some people do. I just don't. Look, I appreciate that you're trying to be friendly, but I'd just rather not discuss it.
He doesn't have anything to say. So they want me to give it to someone here, and I believe if we can find it in time, this is what we're going to do. I believe it might be that girl right there. I'm just seeing if there's anyone else. These are all gamblers. Oh, here we go. Maybe her. Let's figure this out.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot. I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood. First, I'm gonna pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work. Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the upgraded weapon systems.
Alright, so it's probably going to take a couple days for Eddie to come back to us, but that's cool. He's going to get his upgrade, and we're going to give it to her because we like her more. So, man, all the cute girls here, you know. So anyways, I'm
so
gonna
many
end it here. I believe there's a girl around here that we can talk to and we can get some more quests from. But oh, here she is. When we come back, that's who we're gonna talk to. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.